I will fight, never weary. I wanna be legendary.
We are live. Woohoo! Super excited, boys and girls. Tonight's gonna be good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, you guys? All right, I fixed all the sound. Everything's done being super duper crazy, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So, yeah. Excuse me. A bit parched, didn't drink enough water out there today. So, you know, and then when I went to connect, there was this huge issue with connection and yada, 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 yada. And it's just been a nightmare ever since. So we'll see how the stream goes. You guys know me, man. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna rock out. So I believe Kristen J was first. What do we got here? Wes Sims. I know Mick Layton was in here earlier. Appreciate it. Y'all were out with us hanging out today. We did some fishing today. And I don't know, man. I don't know. We did something a little bit different than I normally do today. Okay. There I am. Thanks, Wes. Yeah, I did something a little bit different than I normally do today. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. And I'm not going to say whose YouTube videos I watched, but I watched a bunch of YouTube videos over the last couple of days. And I've been waiting to see if that's going to give me a better chance of catching fish. Okay. Well, yeah, we tried a lot of different techniques. We found a lot of the same patterns that we usually go back to. But guess what? Guess what, boys and girls? We got a chance today to actually watch the graph. We watched the graph. We saw it today. It was pretty awesome. Let's hang out for a minute. Let's talk about what's been going on. So what have you guys been up to, man? I'm looking at the wrong camera. So what have you guys been up to, man? I'm grinding, dude. Grinding. I'm dying. I'm so trying to get a fishing trip in at this point. I don't know. This weekend's going to have to happen. I can tell you that right now. This weekend's definitely going to have to happen because I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but I will tell you right now, I start to get bummed when I don't put some fish in the boat. You know what I mean? And this has been a rough couple of weeks. I haven't seen but maybe 4 or 5 fish. Today, what a grind. The weather just fell out on us. That was ridiculous. And then to boot, it ended up being a regular old day of just find the docks, bud. Just find the docks that don't have like 200 pounds of grass underneath them. I'm glad you guys got a chance to hang out with us today. Fish your confidence baits and don't worry about the rest of the BS. What's up, Kenny? Welcome back, bud. Sorry, guys. There was an episode with peanuts today. I get the flaming hot peanuts, okay? So let's do story time real quick. So I get the flaming hot peanuts, right? And I cut the top of the peanut thing off. And then I went to pour it in my hand. Okay, and at the same time I went to pour, it literally went right off the side of my hand and all over one of my little tackle boxes. Okay, so there I am, and I'm like, oh my God, nobody was watching this, thank God. It was live, but none of you guys were watching it. I was like, man, what do you do with all those peanuts? Because I'm not going to throw them away. They're flaming hot peanuts. They're fantastic. Well, I ate them. Okay, well, in the process of eating these things, I'm just kind of flicking them. You know, I got munchies, man. I've been out there all afternoon. I didn't get no lunch today, okay? So I figured, why not, right? I'm just going to go ahead and eat them. So I'm just sitting there by myself, live streaming, nobody watching. I'm eating peanuts, and I realized, oh, dude, this looks like you're eating peanuts off the floor, man. So I went ahead, and I was throwing the ones that were on the floor off the side of the boat, but I started thinking to myself, I've heard about you and Flamin' Hot Nuts. Thanks, Kenny. I started thinking to myself, dude, I'm live streaming myself eating peanuts off the floor. That's totally what this looks like right now. So I had my little laugh to myself today. That was good times. But yeah, the sustained winds. I didn't bring any of my not my shotguns, but my lapel mics. They're sitting right there on the desk. Everything's been in disarray, right? Well, one of my favorite YouTubers told this whole story about how jerk baits are where it's at this time of year. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? One in the chat if you know who would just put out a video saying jerkbaits are where it's at this time of year. You might not know because I might be your favorite YouTuber. And if that's the case, I'd mention jerkbaits, but it was time to prove it. You know what I'm saying? It was a put up or shut up on the jerkbaits, right? Okay. So Wes is like, nah, we're lost, bud. No clue. All right. Well, another one of our favorite YouTubers, Lipless Crankbait. See, Kenny, you know what I'm talking about. Going back to the metal. Bill Dance. No, Mick, we're not naming names, but it wasn't Bill Dance. It was somebody else. He also said, look for the moving water. Now, that might work where he's at, but it didn't work for us. But anyway, then one of our other favorite YouTubers said that throwing a football head half-ounce jig in blue-black with a bit of brown and then running a craw trailer on there, fire. So we threw that today and ended up with nothing. And then I was thinking, last weekend I went out fishing. I caught a bunch of fish, but I mean, it was nothing exciting. It was just a pretty crappy day. But I ended up using the spinnerbait, just slow rolling the spinnerbait. So today we had a little challenge. Yeah, Kenny knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so that might work where he's at, Kenny. You understand what I'm saying? But it don't work where I'm at. Not where I was fishing today. That just wasn't happening, but I worked my arm off. I was killing myself trying to bring this thing around the cover and the structure that I had today. Not happening. It was just ate up in Drilla all day, dude. It wasn't a good idea. I thought jerkbaiting across the top would be fire. No, ended up not being as fire as I wanted it to be. We ended up going inclusive. What was it, the third cast, guys, or fourth inclusive cast? Bang. On. Pinned him in the pads because that's how the inclusive bait line works. Had to drive over and get it out, but it's still alive. You know what I'm saying? He was still hooked. The old lip skin trick, dude. That fish just hung out, right? Yeah, he's on Gunnersville. Yeah, totally different lake, dude. Totally different lake, different bottom, different food chain. You know what I mean? Like, that might work in certain areas of Okeechobee. Grass, chatterbait, and lipless. Yeah, I went and did a few things. What's up, Gary? Yeah, I threw a few different things. I just went straight inclusive. And we went back to my go-to, which is optics in the dock. So we got a chance. I wanted to show you guys, man. If you didn't get a chance to see today's video, we did some work. We watched Mega Imaging today. I don't know exactly where a lot of this stuff started. So I want to let me see something. Hold on. I'm going to go here. Give me a second, guys. All right, here we go. I'm showing you a little bit on the optics, but I want to get to this part right here. Hold on. I want to see. There was a second where we got a chance to see. Oh, anyway, you'll have to go back and watch it. You'll have to go back and watch the video yourself. Hold on. All right. Yeah, so anyway, you'll have to go back and watch that. It gets a little crazy, man. It gets a little nuts. Nonetheless, skip around there at the end. I give a pretty good course. Grass and chatterbaits. Yeah, I give a pretty good course on the way to read that particular imaging. I think it's fantastic. It was on the last hour or so. Too Loco went out and got skunked today. Skunked. I heard you had a real rough day, and I'm sorry to hear that. Hold on, you guys. Let me check something right here. Okay, we developed a weird echo again. I don't know what keeps causing that or why that keeps occurring, but as long as you guys don't hear it, I'm totally fine with that. But we ended up taking the last hour and really pushing through and just reading the graphs and giving you guys an opportunity to see exactly what I do while I'm driving around up there when I'm on some place I don't really know. There's going to be a lot of patterns of, like, in Kenny, I'm sure Kenny's going to be like, look, fish what you know, man. Fish what you know, where you know how to fish it. I like kind of stepping out of my box a little bit right now because there's going to come those times when the inclusive bait doesn't hit. You know what I mean? I want to give myself the ability to make sure that I can get bit even when I'm not in a position where I should be getting bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working at school, it's finicky. Okay, here's my pattern, you know, or I'm looking at structure and I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, go to your next points. You know, go to offshore points, go offshore, go to flats. I mean, you got to learn 20,000 different things about your fisheries. I mean, in my personal opinion, you know, if you really start focusing, you really study a lot of your fisheries and where you spend the majority of your time, you will find fish in a pattern. Today we found spawning grounds, but there was nothing on it. That's kind of important. You know, you got to look for stuff like that because you don't know when you might have the opportunity to you know, catch a fish, man. You don't know. It could happen. It might not happen. Just found out they were crappie in my river. Been hunting them for the past week. Nothing yet. I'm going to get one before the year is done. Oh, wow, man. What are you using? Minnows? Are you live baiting? I had some guys show up that pulled up on the ramp today, and they were live baiting. And I don't know how far they got out or if they caught any fish or what their day was like, but we ran into an entire school of crappie. I can tell you that right now when we were out there throwing the jigs. No, it was nothing in that area. We could have thrown the inclusive bait, though, and got bit. Like, I could have just dropped it off the edge of the boat, and it would have been fire. You know what I mean? But no, seriously, guys, nothing really crazy going on. We're looking into Christmas. Looking into the holiday season, man. What are you guys wanting? Anybody got some fishing gear they're looking for? It's about the toughest time of year. They're not really sure what they want to do. I agree, Kenny. I agree 110%, Kenny. I think that's a brilliant deduction of the fisheries over the last couple of weeks. We got pressure changes. We got fronts coming in. Today called for a high of 70. The high was 59. Winds were 1 to 3. Well, let me rephrase that. 13 sustained. You know, that came out of nowhere. So basically an entire flip of what I thought was going to be the key today, which was going to be moving water. It was going to be around structure. I was going to try to be around pads and things like that, maybe some points. That lake doesn't have many of those things. I talked to another guy when I first got out there who was just getting off the water. He said he caught, I don't know, 3 or 4. He said 3 or 4. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sure it was no more than 5. And he said he hit them all at the same time in one spot on that little lake, and then he caught one more on the white stick. So I shot out to white stick, and I didn't have no luck. Jigs from the shore, escalating the kayak tomorrow if I don't work. Minnows from the kayak. Yeah. Listen, to Loco, take a look at like some real small jig heads, dude, and just stick them on a bobber. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. Take a look at some super small little jig heads. Here, you know what? We'll do it together. I'll show you something, man. I'll show you something. Watch this. Give me a second. I'm doing something. Here, you guys. Here, let's watch a video together. There we go. Perfect. That takes care of music and everything. Let's go. Let me find something for you. I'm doing something. All right, there's some tunes for you guys. Hold on, I'm looking for something. You'll be all right. Just give it a second. Will you stop? Pop-ups, man. Pop-ups. I'm telling you, drive you nuts. All right, hold on. I'm looking for something. Let me try to search it this way. Here we go. Bang. Got it. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Doo-doo-doo. All right, here you go. Check this out, man. So they got stuff like this out there, right? Micro finesse applications, bud. Little 2-inch grubs. Very replica-like of minnows. Little minnows, man. I'm telling you right now, you stick... Here's a micro fries. Here's a tiny little bait. How big's this thing? Oh, there you go. Nailed it. Let's watch it. Y'all ready? Come on, we'll do it together. Oh, they got good tunes. Look at this. Look, they threw it on a bobber. I told you, bud. Look. Look at him. He shot it in there. Oh, buddy. I mean, the music, I'm just pumped up. Like I think I'm going to go do this tomorrow. Oh, look at that. There it is, boys. Beast. Oh, there's that little one I told you about. Perch. Oh, there you go. The grubby grubs. The music's like intense. Makes you want to like get into it. Oh, boys, that was fantastic. Was it not? Holy cow. Did that video not make you want to go crappie fishing? Did it not? I mean, are you kidding me? I was using minnow like flies off a slip. Oh, not really on a jig, though. You got to try these, man. And their jig heads get really, really, really super small, too. Wow, that video was intense, boys. That thing screamed crappie fishing. I mean, I'm thinking about throwing a couple of those on a bobber, dude. Donkey Land. Kenny, you think go down there and do... should I go fishing in Donkey Land or should I take that down there crappie fishing? That was intense, bud. Woo! And how about a tiny tickler? Oh, okay. Well, that was already in that video. Yeah, man. Oh, look at this. Dude. Are you kidding me? On that little micro bait, he crushed that. Oh, my God. Look at that. Dude, let's go. This is going to be another pump us up video. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sold. I'm sold. Oh, I'm going to make Buddy super big mad at me when he sees the next Dinkbait episode. Oh, super Dinkbait episode. This is going to be epic, dude. Because I got a gang of these things, just so you're so we're clear. I already got all this stuff, man. I fish these stupid things on bobbers all the time, dude. All the time. Let me see something. Here, let's go in here. Oh, come on. What are you doing? I don't want that. Let's do this. All right. Let me look over here. Let me get this done. Hold on. Let me turn some tunes on. That was epic, dude. Was it not? That was so cool. right, hold on. Let's do this. Good God. Oh, you know, double clicking me. Old double clicking me, boy. All right, enough. All right, here we go. And you're looking for something. All right, I'm only going to use one kind. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, micro finesse shad heads. Here we go. Yep, that's what you're looking for right there, bud. 4-pack, 4 colors, 3/16 or a 16th of an ounce. Yeah, dude. 1/32 of an ounce. Look at that. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something in 1/32 of an ounce. I would probably go with this pink glow right here. I would go with this pink glow, and I would run that on, I don't know what trailer. But I definitely, look at the glow one, looks really cool too. Oh, I got to wait for these to come back into stock, because that was fantastic. That looked really cool, man. That whole concept. All right, let's go back here. Let me see something else. Another one I might go with. I don't know. It's got to be something super duper 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 small though. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the only thing. This dirty guppy, I don't need none of that. I just stick with the Z-Man stuff, and it works for me. That thing was so neat, dude. Micros. Look at that. All right, what do these micro finesse shrooms heads look like? You can get a set of these, too. That's what's hanging out of that fish's mouth right there. These work pretty good. And I think these get down. Look at 30th of an ounce. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And that'll be neutrally buoyant on a 2-inch bait. So that'll just sit, and you just stick a bobber on it and just give a little pull to it once in a while, and it'll just swim around. Yeah, that guppy will float with that for sure. And I got these in red. The glow ones are gone again. 20th of an ounce. They don't have no 30th. You know, that's how it works, dude. Exactly how it works, man. You can't win. I'm going to tell you right now, you're never going to win. They're not going to let you do it. You ain't going to do it. Bass Pro and grab them. Bobby Garland minnow things. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I want to go down. I'm thinking, you know what? I might see if John and Lindy are crappie fishing this weekend. Oh, I can't get this stuff here in time. There's no way. I'll have to order it tomorrow. All right, I'll order it tonight. I don't think they have any. Do they have any? Oh, yeah, they got what I want, too. They got the 32nd in pink. Oh, I'm telling you. No, it's out of stock. All right, I've got an idea. I got to figure this out here. We're going to figure this out together, boys and girls. Okay? We're thinking about doing a crappie challenge and fishing crappies on a Z-Man bait and minnows. Like, just straight up. I know the minnow's probably going to kill it, but if comparatively we keep up at all, and then we still have the same bait all day, dude, that could be game changer. That could be game changer. That would be a lot of fun. And I got a real light little setup that I can use it on it. Yeah. Yeah, we can do some pretty cool fishing, man. We can do some really cool fishing if that's the case. But, yeah, so like I said, you guys, there's a lot of different things you can do, man. And you guys know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Hold on one second. Let me see something here. Okay. There we go. All right, making sure everything's working. Yeah, so like I said, man, we're going to try. We're going to do the thing we normally do. We're going to see how it works. I downsized a little bit. I went from a 4.5 to a 3-inch TRD. So I think I'm going to switch back to the 4.5. I think I had a lot more luck on the 4.5. I just wasn't as comfortable as I thought I was going to be over the last couple of times. So there's that. You know what I mean? I guess it's all mental for me, you know, because I want to have that different feeling. But boy, once you get that feeling on the TRD, man, you start to watch lines, and it's a lot of fun. I was watching lines today. You guys won't get to see the watching lines, though, so there's that. Hold on one second. Definitely getting something. I can hear it. I can't believe you guys can't hear that. That's what I've been trying these bass down here hard in the winter. I figure out the crappies and can't stop fly fishing for gars. Get my fix. Oh yeah, fly fishing's fun. Like I said, I got that mission. I've got hopefully set up for something next year. I gotta start making this plan. We need to sit down and have a yearly plan. You know what I'm saying? Like a real plan. What am I fishing? When am I fishing? Where am I fishing? And get an idea of, I don't know, maybe a pattern in places. You know what I mean? Like a pattern in places that I can go. That would be absolutely fantastic. We're usually doing the fish can't fish this time of year, but that didn't happen. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Together we'll figure it out. But I think I might check out some of that crappie stuff, man, because it seems to be kind of my luck we're ending up catching crappie. I caught a big crappie on this last trip, real big one, like 16, almost 14 and a half, maybe 16 inches. Nothing really major, but I mean, still was a big crappie. And I was like, look, John and Lindy, I can catch crappie too. And I caught it on a half-ounce spinnerbait. So you can imagine, this crappie thought he was Joe somebody, and he came and got him some on a half-ounce spinnerbait with a 5/0 EWG hook in that bad boy. So I don't know, maybe he just was special, because there's a lot of special fish out there. You know what I mean? Not everybody knows how to run the special fish, but if anybody knows special fish, it's your boy. You know, I'll make sure I catch them. We catch them all. It doesn't matter what they are. I don't discriminate. Not at all. But you know, good times, man. Yeah, everything's going to slow down. I think I'm going to head down south. I really need to get one more trip down south before the end of this year. I'm going to see what the plan is this weekend as far as the availability of getting a trip down south. I still got to go pick up my seat from my buddy's house. That's driving me nuts. Or wait till the next time he comes up here, but I don't know when his next Harris trip is. And then we've got an announcement to make, but we're not making it yet because I still got to do all the research into that to make sure that we can even make this happen. But, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, my goodness, it gets better. Hold on a second. I'll tell you guys. Okay, so listen. So remember we've been having problems with the live well circulating, and I said there's got to be some kind of crack. I mean, I don't know what's going on. My bilge pump's not kicking on. I don't know where the water's going. Okay, here it goes. You guys, are you ready for this? Oh my God.
Because I'm smart.
Okay, so I start tearing this boat apart, right? I pull all the batteries out. I'm down in the hull now where all the plumbing is for the water recirculating system and all this other stuff, right? Well, I pull this pump out and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing blocking it. So I take me a piece of fiberglass rod that I have. It's there's 4 of them that connect together for cleaning your dryer vent. Have you ever seen them? Okay, well, I just didn't have the dryer vent part on, and I was pushing this thing through the hole in the bottom of the back of the boat to see if I could find, like, if something was blocking this thing. I made sure both live well whatever they're called, flap things, were open, so I should be able to pass this, you know, fiberglass rod should tweak its way right up, you know, pretty good in there. Yeah, no. And I can't figure out why. Like, it's dead stuck. I don't know what's going on, dude. So I start smashing on this thing with a little hammer, dude, and pull out the end of this fiberglass rod, and there's a little chunk of acorn. Dude, I went and got the air gun and hooked it up on the inside of that tank and covered up the hole and blasted that air gun, and a friggin' acorn blew clean out of the back of the boat. And I thought to myself, another acorn strikes. Remember the fuel line palm nut? Yeah, now we've got a full-size acorn blocking my 3/8 inch, live well hose. So it gets worse, dude. It gets worse. So hold on a second. Because now I'm thinking, all right, well, that should have fixed our problem. So I check the recirculator pump. It kicks on. Everything's fine. I put it back in there. This is after blowing out all the lines, mind you. Okay. I've now blown air. I created a little duct tape plug that I can just stick in there, and it sealed it off, and I blast 120 PSI through the system, right? Just to make sure everything's out. Okay. Well, it gets better. Oh, I'm frozen. Sorry, guys. What's going on there, dude? Okay, I don't know what all that was about. Oh, it looks like my cam froze again. Nice. Oh, my God. All right, so nonetheless, man, here I sit with this thing, right? So I blow this pressure through there, okay? I go into the tank because my recirculator's not blowing any water anywhere. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is going on with this thing now? You know what I mean? Like, what could possibly be going on? Hold on, I'm going to unplug something. Well, I take the end, okay? I take the end of the recirculator, the sprayer thing, right? The end nozzle of the sprayer. And I pull that end nozzle off, and I look in there, and I think it's the ball, okay? Because it's got like an on and off selector switch on it. So I think it's the ball, right? Dude, it's not the ball. It's another acorn. And it is totally clogging my stuff up, dude. So I stick an ice pick down in here and I break this second acorn up, right? So now I've got it so when I've got the tanks full and I close the live well, no water drips out the back. Ta-da! That's what's supposed to happen. And then when I hit the recirculator, it's supposed to blast water everywhere. Ta-da! It's blasting water everywhere, man. We have fixed the live wells. We fixed them. Are you guys kidding me, man? How super... I mean, thank you, guys. Again, I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much, man. We finally fixed the live wells. I mean, are you kidding me? If it's not one thing, it's after another with these acorns. Well, that's not good. Hopefully the squirrel isn't inside the hull. Yeah, no, there's no squirrel, okay? Yeah, sorry. Refreshed, it's fine. It wasn't you. It was me. It was on my side. Audio's good. Video's frozen. Sorry, that was on my side, dude. I didn't realize that the camera, for some reason, connected and disconnected, froze screen. And then when I looked up there, I was like, hey, my face isn't moving. Because I'm also trying to, like, watch the live stream in the background to make sure that things like, oh, I don't know, my face freezing. I mean, it's bad enough I can hear this sound kicking around in the back of my head that sounds like something's on that's not supposed to be on. And I'm like, yeah, we're doing it live. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it live. Okay, that's on standby. Let me see something. This should be off. Okay, that's done. How about this? Okay, that's on. Maybe that's the problem. Hold on. All right, no, and yes. Okay, so let me see something. Maybe, there we go. Let's see. Does that take it away? No, that doesn't take it away either. I don't know. I really don't. All right, let's save that. Yeah, it just sounds like there's something going on in the back of, like, I can hear myself too well. Like, I'm right in the middle of hearing myself. There, that should be fine. Can you guys hear me? Do I sound weird? Hey, what's up, Shawanda? Dual input somewhere. Do you hear it, Wes? If you hear it, let me know, because it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know what to tell you. I do not know. I'm just trying. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm thinking we might have to take another trip, man. That's about all I can think at this point, is that we need another trip somewhere. Somebody's got to help me out here. We're gonna have to talk about it together. Let's go back here. There. All right. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, man. We're gonna figure this whole thing out. Next year, we got to get some trips together. I had such a good time fishing down there with John and Lindia. That was great. I enjoyed that. I hope they enjoyed my company as well. Like I said, never been crappie fishing, so But I want to crappie fish it my way. You know what I mean? Like, I want to throw my rod. I want to throw rods at crappie. But they've got all those rods already down there, so it's going to kind of be difficult. It would be neat, though, to get down there and just put a bobber on one and be like, yep, that's mine. That's mine. I wonder if I could even catch, like, I don't know, 1 to 4 on the number of crappie they're catching. There's no telling, man. There's no telling. Well, guys, listen, I appreciate everybody hanging out. We will catch up, I promise. Now that we've got things working again, I'm glad everything's working. We had a pretty normal stream. I don't want to talk about what happened in the beginning, but it happened. But, yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate all the support. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday for fishing if the weather permits. If not, we'll definitely have a tackle talk. But remember, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.